Welcome to the channel, folks. Today, we're stepping into the ring, but it's not what you think. We're not battling it out with fists and steel chairs. We're taking on a different kind of opponent, the food we put in our bodies. You want to dominate at work? Fuel your body right. You want to be the best parent you can be? You gotta eat right. And trust me, there are some real villains lurking in the grocery aisles disguised as delicious treats and quick fixes. These are the 10 foods you should never eat, and I'm here to lay the smackdown on them so you can live your strongest, healthiest life. Let's do this. We're starting strong, folks, with a group of foods that are all hype and no substance processed meats. We're talking hot dogs, bacon, sausage, deli meats, you name it. They might seem tempting, easy to cook, but trust me, they're bad news bears. These processed meats are pumped full of more preservatives than a mummy's tomb. We're talking chemicals and sodium that can send your blood pressure soaring higher than my finishing move, the people's elbow. These bad boys have been linked to some serious health problems down the line. We're talking about the big one, folks, cancer. Do you want to mess with that? I didn't think so. There are so many other delicious and healthy protein sources out there. Choose chicken breast, lean beef, fish, or plant-based options. Your body will thank you for it. Don't let processed meats take you down. Next up, we're tackling those sugary drinks that try to sweet-talk their way into your shopping cart. Sodas, fruit juices, sports drinks, they might seem harmless, but they're loaded with more sugar than a candy store explosion. They don't provide any nutritional value, just a whole lot of sugar that sends your blood sugar levels on a roller coaster ride. What happens when your blood sugar spikes and crashes? You get hit with cravings, fatigue, and over time, you increase your risk of serious health problems like type 2 diabetes and heart disease. Instead, make water your go-to beverage. It's the ultimate thirst quencher, calorie-free, and essential for keeping your body running at its peak. You can also add some flavor with slices of lemon, cucumber, or even a splash of unsweetened fruit juice. Remember, hydration is key, and sugary drinks are just trying to sabotage your health goals. Now let's talk about trans fats, the true villains of the food world. These sneaky devils hide in plain sight, lurking in processed foods, fried foods, and baked goods, just waiting to wreak havoc on your health. Trans fats are created when liquid oils are turned into solid fats through a process called hydrogenation. This process might make food last longer on the shelf, but it also makes it last longer on your waistline and clogs up your arteries like rush hour traffic. We're talking about raising your bad cholesterol levels, LDL, and lowering your good cholesterol levels, HDL. The worst part? Trans fats have been linked to an increased risk of heart disease, stroke, and type 2 diabetes. So how do you avoid these dietary devils? Read those nutrition labels carefully, folks. Look for partially hydrogenated oil on the ingredient list, and if you see it, put that product back on the shelf. Choose healthier fats like olive oil, avocado oil, or nuts and seeds. Remember, you're in control of what you put in your body. Don't let trans fats knock you out of the game. Chapter 4. White bread, the carbohydrate clobberer. Let's be clear, folks, not all carbs are created equal. And when it comes to white bread, we're talking about a refined carbohydrate that's about as nutritious as a punching bag. White bread is stripped of its fiber and nutrients during processing, leaving you with a fluffy, white loaf that's essentially a one-way ticket to a sugar rush and crash. When you eat white bread, your blood sugar levels spike rapidly, leading to those dreaded energy crashes, cravings, and over time, an increased risk of weight gain, type 2 diabetes, and heart disease. Instead of reaching for the white bread, choose whole grain bread that's packed with fiber, nutrients, and will keep you feeling fuller for longer. Look for bread that lists whole grain as the first ingredient and has at least 3 grams of fiber per serving. Don't let white bread knock you out of the ring. Chapter 5. Most fruit juices, the sugar-coated imposter. Now, I know what you're thinking. Fruit juice? But fruit is good for you. And you're right. Whole fruits are nutritional powerhouses packed with vitamins, minerals, and fiber. But when it comes to most fruit juices, we're talking about a whole different ballgame. Many fruit juices are so heavily processed that they're essentially sugar water in disguise. They're stripped of their fiber, which helps slow down sugar absorption, leaving you with a concentrated dose of sugar that can send your blood sugar levels soaring. And let's not forget about those added sugars lurking in many fruit juices. If you're craving a fruity beverage, opt for whole fruits instead. They'll satisfy your sweet tooth, provide you with essential nutrients, and keep you feeling fuller for longer thanks to their fiber content. Choose whole fruits for a real nutritional knockout. Chapter 6. Pastries, Cookies, and Cakes. The Sweet Temptations. Let's be honest, folks, we all have a weakness for those sweet temptations. Pastries, cookies, cakes. They're like the ultimate cheat meals calling our names. But just like a wrestler who overindulges in junk food, these sugary treats can sabotage your health goals faster than you can say stone cold stunner. These sweet treats are loaded with sugar, unhealthy fats, and empty calories that can lead to weight gain, increased risk of chronic diseases, and leave you feeling sluggish and unmotivated. Now, I'm all about balance and enjoying life's pleasures. But when it comes to pastries, cookies, and cakes, moderation is key. Instead of reaching for that donut, opt for healthier dessert options like fruit with Greek yogurt, dark chocolate in moderation, or homemade treats made with whole grains and natural sweeteners. Don't let those sweet temptations knock you off your game. Chapter 7. Some Types of Fish, the Mercury Menace. Now, I'm a big advocate for including fish in your diet. It's a great source of protein, omega-3 fatty acids, and essential nutrients. But here's the catch, folks. Some types of fish can contain high levels of mercury, a heavy metal that can be toxic in large amounts. We're talking about larger predatory fish like swordfish, king mackerel, tilefish, and shark. These fish have been around longer and have had more time to accumulate mercury in their bodies. Mercury can damage the nervous system, brain, kidneys, and even affect the development of unborn babies and young children. The good news is that there are plenty of low-mercury fish options that you can enjoy safely. Choose salmon, tuna. Canned light tuna is lower in mercury than albacore, cod, tilapia, or shrimp. Chapter 8. Ice cream, the cold, hard truth. Let's be real, folks. Ice cream is delicious. It's cold, creamy, and the perfect treat on a hot day. But just like a wrestler who relies on cheap tricks instead of hard work, ice cream can sabotage your health goals if you're not careful. Most commercial ice creams are loaded with sugar, unhealthy fats, and empty calories that can contribute to weight gain, increase your risk of chronic diseases, and leave you feeling sluggish and unsatisfied. Now, I'm not saying you have to give up ice cream entirely, but instead of making it a regular indulgence, treat it as an occasional treat and choose wisely. Choose your ice cream wisely and enjoy it in moderation. Chapter 9. Candy bars. The sugar rush saboteurs. Candy bars. Those convenient, tempting treats that seem to call our names from the grocery store checkout aisle. But just like a wrestler who relies on shortcuts instead of hard work, candy bars offer a quick fix that ultimately leads to a health downfall. These sugary snacks are packed with sugar, unhealthy fats, empty calories, and artificial ingredients that can wreak havoc on your body. They provide a quick burst of energy followed by a sugar crash that leaves you feeling tired, sluggish, and craving more sugary treats. Over time, excessive candy bar consumption can contribute to weight gain, increase your risk of chronic diseases like type 2 diabetes and heart disease, and even affect your mood and cognitive function. Choose healthier snack options like fruits, vegetables with hummus, nuts, or dark chocolate in moderation. Don't let those candy bars sabotage your health goals. Chapter 10. Fast food, the drive-thru disaster. We live in a fast-paced world, folks, and sometimes that drive-thru can seem awfully tempting. But just like a wrestler who relies on cheap moves instead of skill and technique, fast food might seem like a convenient option, but it ultimately leads to a health smackdown. Fast food is typically loaded with calories, unhealthy fats, sodium, and artificial ingredients that can sabotage your health goals faster than you can say rock bottom. It's a recipe for weight gain, increased risk of chronic diseases, and a whole lot of regret. Now, I understand that sometimes fast food is unavoidable, but instead of making it a regular habit, treat it as an occasional indulgence and choose wisely. Don't let the convenience of fast food knock you out of the health game. That's it, folks. We've covered the 10 foods you should try to avoid to live your healthiest life. Remember, knowledge is power. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe for more eye-opening content. Let me know in the comments what your biggest takeaways were and what healthy swaps you're going to make. Stay healthy, stay strong, and remember, you are what you eat. Now go out there and conquer your day.